on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula Bore Formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
Sean, we cannot hear you. There's no audio. Yep. You're not muted, but there's no audio. This is always fun when Sean has technical problems for a blind guy.
I am sure that it worked because it's Why Wednesday. It's Shannon's Heart of Influence, and there's heart-centered, growth-minded people that are here today, and now we can speak and communicate, Bella. The only thing worse than that would be if we couldn't hear you and Shannon. Thankfully, we're all good. And please, Bella, as we explore the superpower of Integrous Influence, who is here?
Sean, we have some extraordinary heart-centered, growth-minded leaders on Shannon Impactor Business Growth in Central Illinois, Heart of Influence. Yeah. And first, from Peoria, Illinois, handled distribution for large companies like P&G, Coca-Cola for many years before having children, leaving the corporate to be a full-time mom in 2015, consulting, some part-time work, then full-time client handling at FedEx and UP Logistics in 2019. In 2023, opened a full logistics company with freelancers as a full-running warehouse wholesaling for airports, national parks, cruise liners, and everything expanding at a massive scale. Let's welcome to the show, Paula Lamanna.
Hi, everybody.
Did you say, hello, is it Paula? Is that what I heard?
Everybody calls me Paula. I've been Paula since kindergarten, yes.
Paula, since kindergarten, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. And Paula, as you may or may not have heard in the green room, we're going to start the show off with a fun fact because Paula, a dear friend of Bella's, she's maybe a hair older than she looks. The Greek philosopher from a few thousand years ago, he said, play a game with me for an hour and we'll learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. And so what Bella's friend was saying is let's start this thing off with a fun fact. Could be an adventurous moment, proud moment, surprising moment, a little bit embarrassing moment. Whatever, Paula, would make us say in a headline that you deliver, Paula, no way. So Paula, please, what is your headline fun fact?
That would be, I'm an avid scuba diver and have scuba dived in almost every ocean around the world. My last one was actually in the Caribbean, scuba diving with sharks.
Wow. Whoa. This is the fun fact of the week. So we've had more than 8,000 people on the show, more than 1,200 episodes. I don't think I've heard more than 3 people talk about scuba diving, and there's been like 5 this week, Paul. That's incredible. And Bella will explain why that's relevant in a little bit, and so synergistic and synchronistic. But what is your favorite place? Well, first of all, was it Bahamas scuba diving with the sharks, or where'd you go?
St. Martin. We were in St. Martin.
Ooh, St. Martin. And where's your favorite place? Let's go better this. You can go scuba diving anywhere in the world tomorrow, Paula. Where are you going?
Back to Maui. Maui is just a paradise. Yeah.
Oh, Paula and Maui scuba diving. Bella, write it on the list. Paula, we'll see you in Maui. Bella, let's go.
It is going on the list. Next up, from Metamora, Illinois, in bookkeeping since 2001. After the loss of her husband in October 2022, she started her own company to support her 2 children and be at home. Currently serves about 20 clients monthly with a nearly 99% attrition rate over the past 2 years, specializing in servicing industry trades, working towards and on track to 5X in the next year. Let's welcome to the show, Amanda McCormick.
Amanda, congratulations on all your impact and success. And please, Amanda, what is your fun fact?
Ooh, not as exciting as Paula's. When I married my husband in 2006, we actually had a full medieval wedding, complete with executioner, and everyone invited was in like medieval garb. It was just fun. We had a wedding march and everything.
Amanda.
Yes.
To be clear, was anybody actually executed?
No.
Oh, thankful. We may have had to report you to the authorities, but thankfully, Amanda, nobody's executed. I don't know about you, but I think that is just about on par with coolness of sharks and people and things from the beautiful opening fun fact of Paula. Amanda, very cool. Bella, executioners are coming. Let's go.
Executioners are hopefully not coming after me. But next up, from Springfield, Illinois, a financial advisor for 10 years with a break in the middle to be a stay-at-home mom, now building a firm that all advisors, clients, families, and individuals can be proud of and be a part of, creating a space of education and knowledge to make informed and optimal decisions, knowing she is the person that can and will bring this forward in a way that is sustainable, effective, efficient, and masterful. Let's welcome to the show, Kristen Owen.
Kristen, welcome to the Heart of Influence. Appreciate your impact on people's approach and relationship with money. You know, some relevance in a capitalist structure, of course. And please, your fun fact.
My fun fact goes along with that relational theme. It's more about where I come from. I'm one of 7 children. There are 14 grandbabies in my family. 3 of them belong to me. But so much of who I am and why I do what I do is because of the size of the family I come from.
Oh, that's a beautiful fact. Can hear your heart present, and you have ready from that heart-centered place to have a little bit of fun today, Kristen.
Am I ready, did you say?
Yeah, to have a little bit of fun today.
Absolutely. Always.
Bella, fun is ready. I keep telling you, you need to have more fun. Let's go.
Yeah, you need to have more fun. That's why you hang out with me. I'm going to go ahead and introduce our co-host, even though we do have one guest here, but it looks like she has stepped away from her computer. So I'm going to wait to announce her when she gets back. Next up, I'll introduce our co-producer on today's show from Groveland, Illinois, trustee board member for the Groveland Township, governing the assets and an inspiring change within the community, business consultant, offering exit strategies for business owners to preserve their legacy within the company, parts and service marketing consultant, managing a life cycle of large mining trucks to keep customer production running. Let's welcome to her show, Shannon Delp.
Shannon, appreciate you. Welcome to your show. Appreciation for assembling beautiful, heart-centered, growth-minded people. And Shannon, please, what is your fun fact?
A fun fact for me is the last few years I have been venturing out on 2 wheels. So I love to research areas with the curvy roads and go out riding motorcycles with the wind in my hair.
Wow. That's super cool.
Yeah,
Wow. So you're a biker.
I am a biker.
All right. That is a fun fact, though, Rita. Shannon, she's a biker. And Shannon, are you ready to cruise into the show?
I am ready.
Let's go. Bella, Shannon's ready. I'm going to introduce our other co-host, Shannon, this redheaded, heart-centered, brilliant woman who has a splash of feist once in a while. Started her career in influence selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. At the age of 19, she became a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing. That's not easy to do. 24, 25, 26 years old, this woman was three-time champion as Nevada's #1 business broker. Male-dominated industry, which is the first woman ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker, let alone do it 3 straight years. And at 24, she beat all the dudes as the youngest person, male or female, ever to be Nevada's #1 business broker. She began to train entrepreneurs, Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, every, did I say every, Belvrita? Every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. And she's a skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer. Maybe she learned how to do that from a blind man. Maybe it was YouTube. Depends on the stock of the blind man from her perspective on that day. Philanthropist, raising nearly $10 million with the Unblinded team over the past couple of years. Published author 2 times, about to be 3, and then 4 times. And in 2023, this heart-centered, courageous, inspirational leader publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to the Heart of Influence, the woman that put the heart in it, Bella Verita. Woo. Bella, it's Shannon's Heart of Influence. She's a biker. And what's your fun fact?
She is a biker. And I will go from the fun fact, since I did share in the green room, I did learn to surf, ski, and scuba dive from a blind man. That blind man might have taken me scuba diving 14 times last week in the Grand Cayman, where I might have taken a helicopter to do 3 dives to a different island, and I might have broken some Cayman laws and dove to about 120 feet. But shh, don't tell anyone, but that's my fun fact for today. And show me you are an accomplice. Even though you're blind, you can't say you didn't know we were at 120 feet.
Did you ever see the Tasmanian devil? This is the Tasmanian angel of chaos. That is what is here. So Bella Verita, who is going first?
Let's kick this show off with Paula.
Paula, Bella's going to be anybody you would like her to be that you would want to go from hello to yes with. Because everything, Paula, as you know, everybody here knows, happens after yes. In our leadership, in our management, our recruitment, in our fundraising for charity, not for charity, marketing, selling, whatever it is, everything happens after yes. So Bella can be an ideal client that you'd be going from hello to yes with, or a charitable fundraising partner. Heck, she could be somebody famous like Oprah Winfrey or Warren Buffett. Anybody that you'd want to go from hello to yes with. So Paula, please, who would you like to go from hello to yes with Bella? And it can only be a yes for a longer conversation. It doesn't have to be for a sale or something. So Paula, please.
Oh gosh. Let's say you are an Etsy shop owner. You have a line of merchandise that's doing really well for you, and you are outgrowing your garage and your basement and need to outsource your fulfillment services.
I love this. This is exciting.
Bella, you love stuff. Let's go.
I do love stuff. And I love Etsy. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella. I'm Paula LaManna. I got your name from a friend of a friend, and she tells me that you're doing great things with your line. So tell me a little bit about your line.
Yeah, I started a line, I don't know, I guess it's been about 18 months ago, called I Can. And for the, I identify as a Christian, for I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so I've put this brand of I Can on T-shirts and cups, and we've made all kinds of things, basically whatever you can imagine, we can put I Can on it, and it has grown, and we're shipping, and it's becoming a bit overwhelming.
Gotcha. So I imagine that you love the creative part of the business, the marketing side of the business. Normally, from what I hear, most people do not like the logistics side. How do you feel about the
No, I
logistics
definitely design. Let me design new t-shirts, new cups, new ornaments, new headbands. I'm into that, but all the logistic parts, not that fun.
Gotcha. And how are you managing? Are you something that you're managing now yourself, or you have a team working with you?
I do have a team because it's a little bit much for me to do myself. So I have like one VA that kind of helps, with that. And then, someone that goes out. My mom goes out and ships everything.
God love our family, right? My kids pack and do all kinds of stuff for me too.
Yes, exactly.
Great. Okay. How are you feeling about your fulfillment costs? Like, is it a big line item for you? Is it manageable?
To be honest, I haven't really taken probably a good look at it as I should. I'm just so busy all the time. I'm not even really paying attention, which is probably not good.
Yeah. Yeah. With fulfillment, I can tell you it's always those sneaky little costs that come into play. We don't realize how much we're spending on packing materials or storage space or handling costs, that kind of thing. And it can be a serious savings on your line. Yeah. On your bottom line. So if I were like a magic fairy and could ease some of your logistical headaches, what kinds of things would you wish for?
Well, first of all, I love magical fairies. This is fun. And I only have about 30 seconds right now, but I would say if I could get all of that off my plate, if like I could just design, and I do think I should know, how much things are and things like that at this next level of business. And so if I could, have someone that managed all of that and shipped our inventory and all of the things, like that would be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something we can definitely look into. I can show you some of the things we're doing for some other accounts and see if there's maybe a fit for you.
That would be amazing. I would love to have that. Unfortunately, I got to run right now, but I would like to have a longer conversation and see where we can go from here.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you.
Hey, Paula, I actually have a quick question for you, though.
Yes.
It came up on yesterday's show that Sean has a moneymaker of a face. So do you think on Etsy that I could make models of his face and sell those on Etsy? And do you think I could do a big business at that?
Absolutely. Let's put his face on some t-shirts, on some mugs. We could do the little bobbleheads even.
Bobbleheads. I love it. Sean Callagy bobbleheads, I think, are amazing. That's a great idea, Paula.
Oh my God. Paula, please do not indulge her.
You really are going to have a moneymaker for me, Sean.
Paul, I thought you did a great job until this. Thank you. Amazing. Bill of Rita, please. Who's going next?
Next up, we have Amanda, and our guest Tracy is back. So maybe after her, I can introduce her to everybody. So
Awesome.
we'll go to Amanda next.
Yeah, Paul, outstanding job. Amanda, please, who would you like Bill of Rita to be?
Let's see. You are a landscape business owner that your business is booming and your books are just a mess and you don't even know where to start.
Okay.
Bill of Rita, you got this.
Hello, Bella's Beautiful Lawns.
Hi, Bella. Thanks for calling me. I hear that you're having some trouble just getting your finances in order. Tell me a little bit about what's going on in your business and kind of what made you reach out to me today.
I reached out over the last year. We have doubled in business and I am pulling my hair out in 100 different directions. And I don't even know where money's coming and going. And someone recommended you that you might be able to kind of just help me get things organized.
Sure, absolutely. What does your current bookkeeping system look like right now? Are you tracking anything at all?
Yeah, I track it all right here on this yellow pad.
Okay, great. How is that working out for you?
I'm sure I need to move to some electronics. But I've been using this yellow pad book for years, and I'm able to write things down fast and keep it all in this book. But as we grow, I'm sure that we need to move to some electronic versions and some electronic bookkeeping, and probably someone other than myself should be doing the books.
You're 100% correct. How are you collecting payments right now?
Mostly through cash, deposits, We haven't gotten into even, I don't like being in the credit card business. So we mostly do everything through, wire transfers, the Venmos, the Zellies, the things like that. And then we've been in business for a little bit. And so we still take a lot of cash. Our clients leave cash underneath the mat for us.
Okay. That doesn't sound very secure, but that's certainly a good way to keep the overhead costs down for sure.
Yes.
So what I would like to do is go ahead and get a little more detail from you and then put together some bookkeeping package options that I can present to you. And then you can choose the best fit for you and your business and what you need. How does that sound for you?
That sounds good. And then, and how does the monthly process work? So if I'm writing everything down, will you help me find a way to get all of that information to you? And, because moving things over to being online seems, very scary.
Absolutely. So what I normally do is I set up a full QuickBooks online profile or, your QuickBooks company file. So I'll set that up and then we connect your bank accounts. And then if you get a credit card in the future, anything like that, that also gets connected. So we turn everything digital and then you're actually able to invoice your customers through there, receive payments if you want to. And it really just streamlines everything and gets it current.
Awesome. That sounds like a good deal, Amanda. I am willing to do that. Let's set up a conversation.
All right. Thank you, Bella.
Excellent work, Amanda and Paula. Bella, I think it's time for the feedbackers and maybe an introduction of our new friend.
Yes. So I'll go ahead and introduce Tracy. Tracy, we missed you during introductions. So I'll introduce you to everyone, an owner and manager of a growing floor covering business, also providing leadership planning and organizational skills, highly organized team player, high-level problem solver, decision maker, and listener, serving on community and professional boards as well, experience in professional and volunteer positions, and a background in public relations, coordination, and guest services. Let's welcome to the show, Tracy Severns.
Tracy, welcome to Shannon's Heart of Influence. Thanks so much for being here. And please, Tracy, what is your headline fun fact?
My headline fun fact is I'm an avid hockey fan and I actually coach youth hockey.
Whoa, super cool. Are you an NHL hockey fan or no?
All levels. I don't care which level. So.
Do you have a favorite team?
My favorite team is the St. Louis Blues, but Bloomington is getting a new team in town called the Bloomington Bison, which will be in the ECHL. And my company currently sponsors the Peoria Rivermen, who just won the championship for their division.
Whoa, hockey all over the place. Super cool. And you're ready to have a little bit of fun today on Shannon's Heart of Influence.
I'm trying. It's been, I had to pop out for a minute. I'm in the middle of 2 flooring installations that required some immediate attention. So I'm back and hopefully I can catch up.
This will be more fun than riding a Zamboni, Bella Vrita.
I definitely agree. And so let's kick this off and then I'll come back to you, Tracy. Kristen and everyone, Tracy, Shannon, everyone, we're going to give 30 seconds of feedback to Paula and Amanda, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a little next step. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have to have a longer conversation with Paula or Amanda? I don't think that's going to happen for either one of them today. But maybe that next step is a little mocha chocolate and croissante at Starbucks so you can get to know them a little bit, have a little bit of a conversation, see where it could go from here. But if that's not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private room at the Capitol Grill, getting the nice seafood tower and the nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan, of course, maybe you're ordering salad and French fries, but you're not going to skip out on dessert because you definitely want to have the longest meeting possible with Paula or Amanda. But if that is still not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private jet, of course, stop and pick up Shannon, and fly anywhere in the world with Paula or Amanda, just have the longest conversation possible. And so, Kristen, we're going to kick that off with you. And how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Paula?
And am I supposed to gauge based off of what you just said or just feedback?
Just give the feedback.
Okay.
Just do
Something that
that.
they
No.
did great, something that they can improve, and then your little next step.
No, I thought you both did fantastic. You were very connective from the beginning and engaging. You showed care for Bella where she was in whatever business it was that she was in. And you were able to show that you understood where she was at. You identified the issues that she had that needed solved. And then you provided some very practical next step solutions. So I thought you both did fantastic at that. I'm not sure I would give you anything to fix. And next steps, yeah, I'd take a plane somewhere with both of you.
And where would the plane go? Where would the plane go?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and where would you take the plane to?
Where would we go? We would go to Ireland.
Ooh, and what part of Ireland?
Near Dublin, Mayo County.
Let's go. Mayo County, Dublin, Erin go Bra, in the space, Bella Rita. Kristen's got it. Let's go.
Kristen's got it. Next up, let's go Tracy. And Tracy, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Amanda? We'll start with Amanda this time.
I only caught part of their presentation, so I really don't have a lot.
Well, you were here for all of Amanda. You came in for a part of Paula's, but you did catch all of Amanda. So if you want to give Amanda 30 seconds of feedback and then anything that you heard of Paula.
For Amanda, I thought she did great. I'm ready to call her and ask her to help me with QuickBooks Online. So that would be my feedback for that. I thought she had presented, very well. As far as Paula, I don't remember everything she said. I was kind of distracted.
Cool.
So
Tracy, I know, thank you for being here and being busy. Really appreciate the presence now. What would you do next though? From what you heard, what you felt would be like a cup of coffee, a steak, a seafood tower, a private jet. Like what would be the next step that you would take with these extraordinary fine folks?
I would just be interested in meeting with them, whatever they wanted to do. So coffee, food, steak, whatever. I'm up for anything. So
let's go. Up for anything. Bella, we're going to the circus. That's what I'm hearing from Tracy. Come on, Bella.
I do love the elephants.
Yes. We're going to be juggling with the clowns. We're going to be riding on the ghosts of the elephants since the circus doesn't have them anymore. But Bella, over to you.
Next up, we've got Shannon. Shannon, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Paula and Amanda?
Yeah, so for Paula, I loved her fun energy. I loved how she opened up the communication right at the beginning and knew what she was talking about, the model that the businesses are doing, and identifying that problem to solve. And Amanda, she also got right into why are you calling me, what their process is, and then what she's already calculating in her head what she can do to help them. So, for all of them, I would go on an airplane, and I would definitely go to Ireland.
Let's go. And what part of Ireland, Shannon, are we going to?
Wherever you want to fly to. I'm
Let's
good.
go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
do it. Mhm.
Guinness is flowing. Leprechauns are revealing the locations of pots of gold. It's Shannon's Heart of Influence, Bella Rita. We got this.
Yeah,
we got this. And Shannon, was that for both of them?
That was for both of them. I kind of broke it up a little.
Awesome. And Bella Rita. So Shannon, as you know, Bella, since Paula and Amanda came here, Bella only thinks it's hospitable to put me on the hot seat. First, she's making a bobblehead of me. I think it may be sort of like a voodoo doll bobblehead. We'll see. And now she wants to put me on the hot seat. So Bella, over to you.
Yes. So Shannon and everyone, this is the time in the show that if they honor the privilege of putting my co-host Sean on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about to see if he can flex his influence muscles or not. Because Paula, Amanda, maybe you guys knew what you were doing. Maybe you didn't. But I've been cooking up some scenarios that Sean definitely has no idea about. And Shannon, you get to choose which of these scenarios that Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about the scenarios, or you can scrap them all together and come up with something much, much harder on your own if you are so inspired. Would you like to hear what I have for today, Miss Shannon?
Yes, I do. Let's do this.
All right. Option number one is I thought Sean could role play Paula going from hello to yes with planner Kate, who I learned on ChatGPT has one of the largest businesses on Etsy, specializing in personal planning accessories with over, 1.8 million in sales. So Sean could role play Paula, going from hello to yes with planner Kate to get a meaning for her distribution. So that is option number 1. Option number 2 is Sean could role play Amanda, going from hello to yes with Dutch Landscaping, which is a landscaping company in her area, to hire her for bookkeeping. So that is option number 2. And then option number 3 is I read that there are some very upset residents in Chicago about a proposed water rate increase. And so option number 3 is Sean could role play a Illinois resident that is going from hello to yes with the mayor of Chicago, Brandon, to abolish this idea of water rate hikes in Chicago. So those are the 3 options I have for you today, Shannon. Any of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something much harder you'd like to see Sean do?
Well, I don't have anything harder, but I would like to see my water go down. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but they keep on raising the rate. So let's go with the third one.
Okay. And then who should play Mayor Brandon Johnson?
Christine, do you want to play? No? What about, are you sure? What about Paula?
I know nothing about any of that. I would be terrible. I would just say we're going to raise rates over and over, but sure, I can give it a try.
Okay, yeah, if you want to give it a try.
My name is Brandon.
So Bella, the mayor's name?
The mayor's name is Brandon Johnson.
Okay, Mayor Johnson. And this is about water rate hikes, correct?
Correct.
And this is city or state? County?
This is the city council, but Chicago's southwest suburbs are being managed by local water authorities that are looking to do rate increases.
Got it. Okay, so, and who am I?
You are just a resident of Chicago.
Okay.
That doesn't want so you can play Shannon, because she definitely is clear. She does not want her water rates increased.
Perfect. Hi, is Mayor Johnson available?
Hello, this is Mayor Johnson. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Hi, Mayor Johnson. This is Shannon. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today.
Greetings. Nice. Thanks for calling. What can I help you with?
Yeah, thank you so much. First of all, I super appreciate the opportunity. I'm sure that one of the last things that you want to be doing is speaking to people about these types of issues. I'm very grateful for it. And if I may ask, Mayor Johnson, what prompted you to accept this conversation? I'm very grateful for it, but what was the prompt behind accepting this call with little old me?
Well, as mayor, it is important to me to represent this city, and this city is made up of the people. So hearing your input and insight on your concerns is what I am here for.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that, Mayor Johnson. And I know how valuable your time is. I will keep it to the 3 minutes. We have probably 2.5 minutes to go. But if I can ask you this, though, the intention, I've read the different pieces behind the water rate hike. I'm sure is tax, it's fiscal. Am I understanding that correctly? Or is there a deeper why behind this?
No, that is definitely a part of it. We need to make sure that we are budgeting well our responsibilities. Part of the importance for our citizens of this lovely area that I am mayor of is for them to have clean water for their health, for their families. So it is important to us that we are keeping up to date with all of the most recent research and all the things that have to do with water cleanliness to provide to our resident citizens. So that is reflected in part of the rate increase for sure.
Well, appreciate that very much, Mr. Mayor. And from that place of understanding that the intention is to provide clean water for the residents. And that's what I'm hearing. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep. And at a cost effective and efficient level for the city. Am I hearing that correctly?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So can I share a couple quick things that may make sense or may not in this final minute?
Absolutely. I'm all ears.
Yeah. So what I'm not here to do is complain. What I'm not here to do is be a critic. And I'm not here to create problems. I'm here because I believe there's massive alignment between your office, Mr. Mayor, the intention of the community, and the group that the coalition that I represent. So all I'm simply requesting, Mr. Mayor, is a 30-minute conversation with you where we would go over with any of your advisors, your team, where we would go over 3 alternative strategies that would preempt the need for the rate hike. One is to use a different company to provide water. Second is to provide a new filtration technology. And third is other ways there could be a tax base increase for the city. And all of these, we have expert reports behind. So I get that there's been a lot of conversation around this. I'm also present to the fact that it feels like perhaps there's not been a ton of open sessions and conversation about this yet, maybe in fact not any. And out of respect and appreciation for your office, for the people that are involved, I think before this becomes like a public airing of the conversation, which of course could often become Spartan-like combat in a Coliseum, I think we could really get to an incredible place with the folks from the water company, some of the experts that they're working with, and what we've come up with. And there may be such an incredible resolution that would make everyone thrilled. And quite frankly, Mr. Mayor, I know you're not here to look good, but would actually be doing good and even rise your identity and deal with some of this friction like massively efficiently. So my very simple proposal, Mr. Mayor, thank you again for your time today, is to have a 30-minute follow-up meeting where we bring everybody together. And my question is, how does that resonate with you or not? So we can have this not escalate to, friction when it clearly doesn't have to. So how does that resonate or not with you, Mr. Mayor?
Along the line of having the effort to hear the people and all the proposals out there for the best of the community, a 30-minute conversation would not hurt.
Oh, I appreciate it. And shall I set that up with your assistant, Tom?
Yes, he would be happy to help you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Have an incredible day and we'll speak soon. Appreciate you.
You as well.
At a roll. Kristen, how'd I do as Shannon speaking with Mayor Johnson?
You did fantastic. You were very calm and precise in your words and laid out a clear plan from the beginning that there was really, I could think of reasons to push back on, but no, that you make it difficult to do when you approach a situation like that. So great job.
Well, thank you and appreciate that. And thank you for the feedback, the stepping into the role play in a thing that you didn't know anything about and I didn't know anything about. So thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. And how was your time today, Kristen, on Shannon's Heart of Influence?
It was wonderful. I've had a great time.
Cool. Well, thank you. Appreciate you. Let's go, Paula. Thanks for jumping into the participancy. Never an easy place to be. You did a heart-centered, masterful job. Thank you. And how was your time overall today, Paula, as well on Shannon's Heart of Influence?
This was great. A lot of fun. Just listening to you right now, I'm so impressed with your humility, the respect, the requesting permission, like all of these little subtle things that you're doing to put people at ease when you're conversing with them. I think is phenomenal.
Thank you for that, Paula. So I have the blessing and privilege of having 4 children. My youngest is 3 years old, and my 3-year-old daughter loves deer, loves animals, and really enjoys feeding them. And so we have like really wonderful food for the deer. It's deer food in our area, and she wants to feed the deer. And so when she was 2, she would go running at the deer, and she had a great deal. I just want to give you food. And the deer would turn around and run away, and my daughter would cry. and she'd get really sad. And what I needed to support my daughter in understanding is what I work in this world to support everyone in understanding. You may have something of such immense and incredible value, something beautiful, like an easy yes that should be happening, but the mechanism of delivery, there's a science to that. And if we have a great thing for the deer, which is like, I just want to feed you and have a little proximity to you, here you go. And we approach it in an unsafe way, the deer runs. If we approach it in a safe way, the deer actually now, with my daughter being 3, eats out of my daughter's hand all the time. So we talk about empathy, respect, precision, directness, all simultaneously maintained as being the foundational components of the science of influence with integrity, which is the study of my life. So thank you for seeing that. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you, Paula. Bella Verita. We have some other heart-centered, growth-minded folks here with Shannon today. Please.
We definitely do. Also sitting in that participant seat, Amanda, who I had the pleasure of speaking with before the show. No, is a little hesitant. Amanda, how was your time on the Heart of Influence?
I really enjoyed it. I too enjoyed the approach. It's not pushy, it's not aggressive, it's very respectful, and just takes into consideration the other person's point of view. So I really enjoyed it.
Amanda, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I forgot. Back to you. No. Thank you, Amanda. That is beautiful and heart-centered, and we really appreciate you. And Shannon assembled, and we use these words intentionally, and they're real, like heart-centeredness. And we will give you a secret. We believe most people are really heart-centered, and that they just find their way away from their heart. And we're in our heart, we get the truth. And the truth is some yeses shouldn't happen, but a lot of yeses that should happen don't. And that's what it's about. And Amanda, thank you for saying yes and being here today. I appreciate you. Bella Verita, please.
That takes us to Tracy, dealing with a lot, flooring installations, but you were here. Thank you for being here. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
From everything I heard, it was wonderful. It seems like I should have told the installers not to call me right now, but I thought it was good. I thought I learned some things, and the presentation was really good.
Tracy, can I give you a tip about flooring installation that would be certainly valuable?
Sure.
Don't have me involved ever in any way, shape, or form, because it will be catastrophic. That is my flooring tip for you today. And thank you for being here. You did a wonderful job and for dealing with it all. Thank you.
Well, thank you. And you don't really want me involved in your installation either, unless I'm just coordinating everything.
You don't even want me involved in that. So thank you for that, for sure. And that brings us to Shannon. Shannon, Heart Center, Growth Minded Group. But of course, that's you and why you brought these fine folks together. Getting people to know each other, bringing value, because all business is built on relationships, and all relationships begin with a shared experience. Shannon, thank you. And your final on your Heart of Influence today, please.
Yep. And I just want to thank everybody for coming on. I'm so grateful that you were able to attend and meet one another. You guys are all good souls and out there to progress and help each other in your business. So I hope to continue to build this relationship from here on out, and hopefully get more referrers for you. So thank you and appreciate it.
And Shannon, thank you so much. And for everybody, because of Shannon, because of your presence today, we have 3 quick, free, but valuable gifts for you. These are not ChatGPT, AI throwaways, or funnel devices. We have all your contact information anyway, but this is for a gift to accelerate where you're up to in your mission and your business. So first is next Wednesday, our world is opened up and we do a deep practice session where we talk about principles of influence, and you get to meet other people in some breakout groups. People love this, mind-blowing, super fun, and powerful and informative. It's 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's next Wednesday. You're invited. Second, we have our group influence ebook. This book should be the textbook for anybody who wants to grow their influence in public speaking, leadership, and management. Tons of stuff out there on it. check this out because this may be the last book that you ever need on the topic and subject. Our gift to you. And third, we have a business acceleration session. P.S. in the Wednesday and the BAS session, nothing is sold to you. But instead, like, how do you build scale and acceleration in what the work actually is? And hint, it's not by networking more. It's not by running more Facebook ads. It's not by a lot of things that people tell you to do, like just write a book randomly. These things are not to do, but what is to do, that's unpacked in the business acceleration session also as our gift on behalf of Shannon and Unblinded to you. So thank you very much. Bella Vrita, your final, please.
My final is, first of all, Shannon, absolutely phenomenal job at putting extraordinary people together that can do something. So definitely connect with each other after the show. And as much of a hard time as I love to give Sean, because it is just super fun and entertaining, the truth is I sat in the seat of Amanda and Paula about 3.5 years ago. And I was pretty sure I knew everything there was about sales and influence because I'd already had a couple 7-figure businesses by then. But I did read that book. And when I did, I realized there was a lot that I could still learn. And it has only continued to increase my authority in the marketplace. So definitely download that book. Because I talk to people after the show and they're like, I didn't really get to it. You want to check it out. It's really, really good. But thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah, thank you for that, Bella. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We end every show by saying this. I may be physically blind. I am. Can't see anything in front of me. But I'm absolutely certain to the possibilities for acceleration of our money, our time, our magic that are right in front of us. They're right there. But at some level, what I'm also certain about, Bella, Shannon, is that at some level, as to those possibilities, we are all blind.
And just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Wonderful job, Shannon. Thank you, everybody, for